said, well, I've been thinking about, just getting all the money together and let's go and invest in someplace else. And that's when we came to Miami. And the dream, the idea was that the three guys, my dad will buy something. Well, my husband and I, we sold everything that we had and we put it in the piggy bank also. It was all kept together. And my brother used to work with my dad, so for him it was an easy option. If you're moving the business, I'm moving. So, and that's how we got to Miami. After that, the ride got a little tough. It was a little rough. It wasn't as ideal as if it looked in the paper. It was not that easy. Um, we didn't realize, well, I didn't realize that, first of all, out of 6 adults, I was the only one that spoke English. But that was one thing that was hard. The other thing was that I didn't realize that my dad was a very honorable, honorable and honest guy that didn't see bad in anybody. And well, long story short, he signed papers that he shouldn't have signed. And one day we were living a luxurious life in Miami. And the next day there was not one penny in bank. His whole life, 36 years of business, went out of the bank. And actually it was two lawyers in the mix that did that. So at that point we couldn't trust another lawyer to do it. So at that point all we had was a few more properties that were left behind in Uruguay. And he asked an attorney there to sell that because, like I said, we had 3 apartments, um, you know, bills. My parents were living in a beautiful apartment on the Intracoastal. I was living in an island. And all of a sudden we had no money, not a penny. So I was the first one finding a job, and I found a job in a cleaners. That it was cleaners. Anyway, the pay was $4 an hour. Well, you're buying shirts, Rebecca. What do you want? So it was $4 an hour, and I remember my first paycheck was $52. And I cannot tell you, a few months ago, we were sitting at a round table with the family, and we were remembering that first check. It was $52. And of course I got it, and it was for the 3 families. So my sister-in-law, my mom, and I went to a supermarket, and I cannot tell you how much stuff we bought with only $52. But we packed everything that we were missing. Mostly, for the kids, milk and a lot of flour. A lot of flour for my mom because she's Italian, and she makes wonders with just a pound of flour. Homemade pasta, and it was very cheap because all you need is a little bit of oil, flour, salt, and water. That's it. So even though we were here on a visa for a year that we had to renew later, but for some reason, and probably just ignorance, I remember we were here for 2 or 3 months, and we were feeling that we were legal. We were kind of hiding because, oh my God. But I knew, if they find me working, this is going to be a problem. And you start living that scare thing, frightened all the time, and stuff like that. Of course, all of us had those moments that we were, when we were alone, it was, gosh, are we gonna make it? What were we thinking when we did this? So that was the end. That was the end. There was no more money anywhere. The next step was selling our bodies. That's it. So I was in the cleaners. So again, my check became, you know, the I became the bacon, the bread maker in the family again. My brother got a job. That's when my dad got his job, and he needed to show us that all we needed was those 6 chairs around the table. You know, that's all that we needed, but we wanted more at that point. You know, so probably the first lesson that God had